Hey, it's Quest for Gear, and I'm going to regale you. Is that the word? Regale? Tell you a couple of stories about some shipping lately. Shipping music gear. If you don't know, I ship, buy, sell, trade music gear all the time. If you watch the channel, you know that. I'm always getting rid of gear, buy new gear, sell, trade. So I use Reverb, I use Kijiji. Sometimes I use eBay, not much. eBay's kind of dead. Everybody knows that. What else have I used? I guess that's it recently. I've been back to Reverb, even though, their prices are too high. At least they're paying me faster. Reverb's been paying me a lot faster. But anyway, all right. So I shipped a guitar, this American Telly, right here, one of these bad boys. You can see it says 1659 at the time. They were these have gone down in price. They were 2,200 with tax. So frick, 1659. I mean, I sold it to the guy almost for 1,600. And this is only about a month ago. These have gone down in price. I got a music guy store confirm that with me. Anyway, shipped this out to British Columbia. I'm in Ontario. And I swear all this is true. It's going to be a crazy, weird story. But so I bring it into a Walmart UPS store. And, 15-pound box, guitar in it. And the guy, young kid comes out. He's very nice. He's a foreign kid. Very, very nice. His name happens to be Habib. And very helpful. This kid's always cheerful. I've seen him before. And he goes, what is in the box? And before you think I'm being racist, I don't know what race he was. I'm going to blow some of you guys' mind. Let's say he was Indian. Okay. I'm going to blow some of your minds right now. Indian's not a race. Okay. Indian is a countryman status. So if they're from India and I say he's Indian, that is his countryman status. Do you know how many different races there are in India? So, anybody's like, that's racist. Now, maybe you're racist because that's not how it works. You guys probably think that all Mexicans are a race. That's not how it works. Mexican is a countryman status. That's like saying Texan. Oh, you're racist against them Texans. No, there's lots of racists in Texas. That's a countryman status. Some of you guys are just getting your minds blown now going, whoa, is that how it works? Yeah, that's how it works. India is country. Mexican is the country of Mexico, just as Texas is the state of Texas. So not everything's racist. Anyway, this kid, very nice. And he's like, how much is the contents of the box? And I said $1,600. And he's like, whoa, like he'd never heard of $1,600 before. Like this genuinely impressed this kid, which is insane. Because it's like, are you kidding me? Lots of stuff goes through UPS that's thousands of dollars. Why is this kid so impressed? Anyway, the kid's nice, Habib. He's nice. He's helpful. I've dealt with him before. He goes, but that's going to be $3 per 100 on insurance. And I'm like, yes, Habib, that's fine. I have to have insurance. It's a $1,600 guitar. Oh, okay. So Grifty McGrifterson, the father, or whoever he is, comes back and he goes, what is going on here? And again, it's not racist. I don't know where Grifty McGrifterson was from. I can only assume, but I'm sure his countryman status was not Canada. You got to remember, 10 million of these guys came over in COVID. Remember COVID when us locals were supposed to hide in our houses with masks on and get 7 shots? Remember that? Well, in Canada, while we were hiding in our houses, 10 million people came into the country for some reason. Nobody's quite sure why. And they filled the Walmart and they filled the Shoppers Drug Mart and the Popeyes chicken and the Kentucky Fried Chicken and Walmart, Shoppers, Tim Hortons. And now all those places are dirty and underserviced and terrible things are happening at them. You don't have to believe me. You can just look it up. People are getting hepatitis at Tim Hortons. You don't have to believe me. You can look it up. There's people sleeping at Kentucky Fried Chicken. You don't have to believe me. You can look it up. But anyway, so Grifty McGrifterson, the father, comes up in the bag. He's like, what is going on here? And so Habib, the nice kid, goes, he wants to ship this guitar, $1,600. It's 3 for 100 in shipping. And Grifty McGrifterson goes, no, $6 per 100. And the kid goes, no, it's always been $3 per 100. And Grifty goes, no, it's $6 per 100. So he's on the take right now. He's going to rip me off, right? So we put the guitar on the scale, which is in a box, right? Let's just pretend it's not. Let's just pretend that this is the guitar in a box. And there's the scale. The pink is the scale. So Habib, the nice kid, is doing his job, and Grifty McGrifterson's checking the computer out. Well, Grifty's got his hand on the guitar like this, leaning down on it, which, if you're not following the story, let me tell you what that does. It makes it heavier, so it makes it more expensive. So Grifty McGrifterson at UPS in Walmart from another country is trying to rip me off. And of all the people standing there, it's my daughter that goes, "Why is he leaning on it?" And I was like, "Yeah, Grifty, why you leaning on it?" Oh, right? Which is how they talk when they don't want you to understand them, right? So Grifty stops leaning on the guitar, and instead, Grifty grabs a tape measure like so, and he walks around a little bit, and he puts a tape measure on the box that has the guitar in it, which is weird because this isn't even maybe it's not a pound, like it's ounces, right? But Grifty just wants to make sure that it's heavier than it is. So my daughter goes, "Hey, why'd you put a tape measure on it?" And I said, "Yeah, Grifty, why'd you put a tape measure on it?" So Grifty has now been caught twice, right in front of us, putting crap on my guitar box. And Grifty still insists that it's $6 per 100 on insurance. Double what Habib, the friendly kid, keeps saying, "No, it's never that." So Grifty takes over entirely. "How much insurance you want?" "Well, Grifty, it's worth $1,600, so I'm going to want $1,600 insurance." "Oh, bada. And now the shipping from Ontario to British Columbia is $350 Canadian. Can you imagine? So I said, "Look, Grifty, I like you, but let me tell you, in no universe does it cost $350 to ship from British Columbia to Ontario or Ontario to British Columbia a guitar. In no universe does it cost that, Grifty." "Oh, but. Oh, don't do insurance then. Don't do insurance." It's like, yeah, you'd like that. You'd like that. If I didn't put insurance on a $1,600 guitar, then I walk out of here and it's your guitar. No insurance. You'd like that. So if you're not following along, what the scam here is it, well, let me tell you the part two. So I said, "Sorry, Grifty, ain't going to happen. See you later, Habib." And I did. I saw Habib like a week later. I'm there quite a bit. Habib's fine. The kid's fine. He's very nice. I grab my guitar. I literally go across the road to Staples and I ship UPS, boom, 150 insured to BC. The guy in BC has his guitar. I'm happy. He's happy. UPS is happy. Staples is happy. We're all happy. The only guy not happy is Grifty because he didn't get to rip nobody off. And so what he started to say as I was leaving, I'm like, "I ain't doing this. I'm leaving," right? So what he started to say as I was leaving, he goes, "Well, don't insure it then. Don't insure it then." I'm like, "No, I'm insuring it." Like, what are you talking about? Don't insure it. So here's Grifty's grift. He was going to zing me $350. However, he needed to do that. Way down on the box, put crap on the box. However, he needed to boost that. Put the wrong insurance charge in, 6 to 100 instead of 3 to 100 like Habib said it was. He was going to zing me $350, wait for me to leave the store, cancel the transaction, do it properly for $150, and pocket the rest. That was Grifty's little scam. Okay. Now, I went back and checked the reviews on Google. The reviews there are pretty good. If you read all the reviews, Akbar says it's 5 stars. Dingbar says it's 5 stars. Bingbar says it's 5 stars. And Klingbar says it's 5 stars. So all these locals that are cool with Grifty's business, they all give it 5 stars, man. It's cool, man. It's cool, man. So it's just weird that the locals, Mo and Akbar and Dingbar and Dingbat, they all gave it 5 stars. It's crazy. They're big fans of Grifty's business. So I decided not to deal there for my Mac return. If you recall, I bought an iMac. This is my Mac Mini. And I found a little return store in the middle of nowhere in the country at a variety store where I could take this from. I'm like, great. Now I don't have to go back to UPS Walmart and deal with old Grifty. I can go to a variety store. And it was called like Michael's or something like that, or like Todd's, Todd's Variety or John's Variety, or like, John the English guy's country variety store. So I'm like, that sounds like a good place to drop my Mac off. So I drove all the way out there with my Mac, $2,300 Mac. I get 1 foot in this variety store to a guy in a turban yelling, "Leave it there!" I said, "Excuse me? Try again." "Leave it there!" He's yelling at me. I am 1 foot in the door. "Leave it there!" I'm like, okay, Sinbad. Sinbad, the pirate from 6,000 years ago. What? "Just leave it there." And this dude was like, little. Like, yeah, I could have slapped him to the moon. But anyway, I said, "Try again." "You leave all package there. You leave all package there." Again, it's not racist. I don't know what race he was. I don't know what country he was from. Maybe he was a Texan from Texas. I can't really tell. Anyway, I said, okay, well, here's the package. Okay. I said, now you're going to give me some proof that I've dropped it off. "No." "Yes, you are going to give me some proof that I've dropped it off." "No, too busy." I said, "Well, I'm not leaving it." I said, I think it was UPS. Yeah, it was. I said, "Does UPS know that you do this way?" "This is fine." "Does UPS know you do this way, where I'm supposed to leave this on your dirty floor of your dirty store and just walk out?" And by the way, there was another lady in the store who had just had a weird exchange with him too. And she went, and I don't think it was over packages. It was like over milk or something. She's just like, "I'm out of here. This dude's a nut. This 60,000-year-old barbarian is a nut." So she laughed. Anyway, I go, "I ain't leaving it. I always do this, blah, blah, blah. I always do this, blah, blah, blah." It's just like, yeah, well, this isn't a cave. Like, this is UPS shipping a $2,300 iMac, right? I don't care how they did it in your cave or in your tree, but I ain't leaving it. So I grab it. I walk out. Well, he must get some kind of cut, commission, whatever, either by sending it or stealing it, which is what it looked like he was wanting to do, because he walks out after me. Now the two of them are outside his store, and I'm just like looking for cameras. Like, I wonder if I could soccer kick this guy right under the roof. That'd be amazing. Just soccer kick this elf right under the roof. But anyway, he goes, "Listen, man, I got 10 packages right now. I show you, I got 10 packages right in there." I said, "I don't care." I said, "You got to give me something. I'm going to leave this. You got to live. Nobody knows that I left this except me and you." "Listen, man, I show you right now." I'm like, "Nope, F that." And I grabbed the package and I left. And he pursued me a little bit, not threateningly, just followed me like, what can I do to make this guy leave this package, right? I'm like, nope. So I ended up actually taking that all the way back to the Walmart UPS in my original city, and Habib took care of it at the other store. And I said, "And you're going to give me something, right?" And Habib's like, "Yep, yeah, no problem." He printed me a thing off. I put it in my wallet, which is what they're supposed to do. So then I called UPS drop-off, and I told him about Captain Sinbad, the barbarian pirate. I was like, "Is that weird?" "Well, who do I get on the phone but another?" "Yes, sir, that is very weird." Like, I'm not sure anybody who was born in this country works in this country anymore. Everywhere you go, they're doing jobs they're not good at. They're delivering packages. They're on the CRA. They're on the bank website. They're on the web hosting websites. They're delivering food. They're working the UPS stores. They're doing Tim Hortons, Shoppers Drug Mart, Walmart. All things that they're terrible at. And again, it's not racist, because I think they're all from Texas. They're probably Texans, if you think about it. That's probably where they're from, right? That's who came over during COVID, when Canada was all wrapped up in masks and Fauci shots. Magical Bill Gates. You know how Bill Gates is a doctor and he made the shots for us? You know, we were all doing that. And 10 million Texans come up to Canada, and now they're working all the jobs that they're terrible at. Truck driving, terrible at it. Anyway, all right, well, hey, that's my rant. And it's not racist, because I don't know what race they are. I only know that they come from Texas. You damn Texans.